This guy spent 8 years out at sea, and he was finally coming home with something to show for it. But the second he gets back, he finds out his wife has been shacking up with her ex. And the dude was literally living in his house, so he snapped and beat the guy up. And just like that, his wife divorced him. No hesitation. She said a loser like him wasn't good enough for her, and turned right around and married her rich ex. He never thought that after all his hard work, his wife would stab him in the back like that. But he walked away with nothing and refused to fall apart. The very next day, he pulled himself together and opened up a car wash. Little did he know, he was about to catch a life-changing break. That day, a rich woman pulled her car into his shop. "Hey, is there a payphone around here?" Turns out there was one right next to his shop. While he was busy washing her car, she stepped over to make a call. But the guy had just started the business and had no idea what he was doing. When she came back, she saw how rough he was washing her car and got instantly ticked off. She was scared he was going to scratch up her paint job. So she was done, ignored his pleas, got in the car, and was ready to bounce. And she refused to pay. He even said he should be grateful she wasn't making him pay for damages. He just stood there helpless, thinking he'd washed the car for nothing. But when he turned around, he spotted a handbag sitting in the phone booth. It was the rich woman's. She'd left it behind. He ran over and grabbed it. He shouted after her, but she was already too far away to hear him. Little did they know, their story was just getting started. Meanwhile, she got to her office to sign a contract, and realized the bag was gone. The other party had been waiting for her this whole time, and just like that, the deal fell through. Sure enough, she drove straight back to the car wash. She ran to the phone booth the second she got out, but it was empty. She panicked and rushed over to ask if he'd seen a handbag. He played dumb and shook his head. She started freaking out even more. She crouched down and told him she'd just washed her car here and made a call at the phone booth. Seeing how panicked she was, he stopped playing around and pulled out her bag. He told her to check if everything was still there, and warned her to be more careful next time. If the wrong person had picked it up, that would have been a real problem. When she saw that the $500K contract was completely untouched, she finally let out a breath. She knew she'd found a genuinely good person. And in that moment, she felt awful about not paying for the car wash. So she pulled a thick stack of cash out of the bag and handed it to him as a thank you. But he wouldn't take it. Said all he needed was the car wash fee. "Just take it." "Ma'am, I can't take that much. I'm not that kind of guy. If I wanted your money, I would have kept the bag." "I'm not taking it. You've got things to do, go on. If you really want to thank me, that's enough." She didn't say another word, just got in the car and closed the door. He wanted to give the money back but never got the chance. That night, he went back to his tiny 100-square-foot rental, just sitting there in his thoughts. He missed his son so much that he took what he'd made from washing cars and treated his dad and son to dinner. But that's when his son dropped some shocking news on him. That Uncle Who is always all over Mom. I hate that guy. He's got this creepy smile. Turns out his son wasn't doing well at his stepdad's place. He went to confront his ex-wife about it but got kicked out within seconds. Meanwhile, on the other side of town, the rich woman had just finalized her contract and wanted to thank him. On a rainy day, she showed up at his car wash again. He thought she was just a customer and hollered, "We don't wash cars in the rain." Then she got close enough and he recognized her. "Oh, it's you!" "Yeah, I came to thank you. Last time you saved us. If you hadn't found that bag, we would have lost that whole deal. I've been trying to find you." As soon as he heard that, he reached into his pocket and pulled out the money she'd given him. He told her he'd been carrying it on him every single day, hoping to run into her so he could give it back. He said all he'd accept was the car wash fee. Just like that, his honesty and integrity caught her attention.